Hello friends, happy Sunday afternoon. I just got back from running all over the Kansas City Metro to two estate sales, one in Independence and one in Olathe. So it was a 45-minute drive between them. So I mostly just drove around today, but I got a couple of things. It's not nearly as exciting as yesterday, but I thought I would share because it's not always exciting what you find at an estate sale. So I got some towels and some hand towels. I really loved this color, and I never like to buy. I'm a cheapskate in some areas and totally a spendthrift in other areas. So, Anyway, I don't like to pay full retail for towels when you can find really nice ones at estate sales all the time. So I really loved this color. And this sale was really interesting because she definitely had a palette. It was all like this turquoise. She had a lot in this turquoise, light blue, really, my colors, beautiful colors. But it even transcended her wardrobe. She had so many t-shirts and just shirts in these kinds of colors. And I think I probably just got sort of sucked into the aesthetic because even her bathroom had a really light aqua paint on the walls, and then she had all of these blues and greens in her towels. So I really loved that, but I picked up some towels. Not very exciting. Then the other thing that I got at that sale was a vintage sheet. I love vintage sheets, and I use them for sewing. I use them, and a couple of years ago, I had made a linen throw. And then used a vintage sheet on the back side of it, and a friend of mine really admired it, and I've honestly been looking for a sheet to do that same thing for her for a couple of years, and this was the first one that I found that I really liked the colors, and I thought it would go with that natural linen. Unfortunately, now Joann's is out of business, so that's where I would buy that linen. So I've got to figure out where to source linen, but at least I have the sheet for the back, so incremental progress. And then this is really silly. This is not exciting at all, but I've been looking for a lap desk because a lot of times I work on my little stitching chair, and it would be nice to have a flat surface. And so I kept looking on Amazon. I was like, but I found this one for $5. And so it's made for a laptop. So it's got feet. If I can get them out. It's got feet so you can put it on your lap, in bed even, and then it lifts so you could have sort of on an angle for your laptop. It's got a little drink holder. It has a little drawer. So this was everything and more that I was really looking for, and I got it, for $5 because it was half off today. So that was my other purchase. This particular estate sale that I went to was really interesting because the woman was the president of the Neil Diamond fan club, and I've never seen so much Neil Diamond memorabilia. And the estate sale or company that was running it had done a great job because they had Neil Diamond playing throughout the whole house. So that was kind of fun. It was just sort of more of the ambiance. So that was a really interesting sale. They had some great vintage, like 1970s vintage needlepoint pillows that I was very, very tempted by. I will try to put a picture of what I saw right here. I was very, very tempted, but several of them were moth-eaten. Some of them were dirty, and I have ruined many a needlepoint pillow trying to clean it. I think it's really hard, or I've not been able to figure it out yet. So I was very tempted, but I didn't buy any. I still felt like they were pretty pricey, even for half off day. They would be $15 to $20, and they just weren't compelling enough for me to spend that much money. Plus, I have so many pillows in my house that I would have had to curate. I would have had to gotten rid of something in order to bring something else in, and it just wasn't enough. But they were very fun to see nonetheless, so I'll post a picture. Then I went to a sale that was just starting today, and so it was full price, which was not great, but I did find something that I shouldn't have spent this much money on, but it was so pretty. I just went ahead and bought it. So pause and let me grab it. It's this oil painting. Isn't it beautiful? I just loved it, and so I bought it. And I messaged my daughter and I was like, what do you think? And she was like, oh, I think it's so pretty. And I said, okay, well then I'll justify it, because if you like it, then eventually you'll have it someday. This is how I justified it. I said, you'll get it someday. So if you love it, then it's worth buying now. So I did sort of spin my wad on that, but I'm thrilled to have it, and I will probably put it in the little nook over our fireplace for now. I have a very, very small house, and as you can see, I have a lot on my walls. I really don't have any wall space left, honestly. So every time I buy something that I've got to hang, I've got to think very intentionally about where I'm going to put it, because I'm out of room. So I will put it over the fireplace for now, and then eventually I need to probably curate and replace something, upgrade some pictures and use this instead. So, but it was a fun day, but very, very hot outside. Kansas City is just nuts right now. My husband's out working on the garden right now, and I'm grateful for that because I can't do it. So, but I did get several compliments on this dress. Several people asked me about it, and in fact, one of the ladies at the second estate sale asked me to send her the link. Because I do think it's just a great classic, and one of the few times that I've seen 100% linen on Amazon. So I just got permission, thanks to you, thanks to enough followers, that I could qualify to get an Amazon link, but I don't know how to use it. So I will try to figure that out and put this link in my Amazon storefront, because I do think it's a really, really nice dress, and I've been really happy with the quality, and might actually buy another color or two now that I've known that it's held up well. So that's all I have going on this afternoon, and I appreciate you watching and following along. Thanks. Have a good afternoon.